Hello, everyone. Half time. Interesting half, I'd say. It's
Hi.
hello. You're joining us.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we're very much on top early on. The dog's going nuts.
Excuse our dog in the background.
Yeah. Let me just.
So yeah, it was like Ryan said, it was an interesting first half. We were talking and we thought maybe that the starting 11 that Parky has put out this evening may have put MK DONS slightly on the back foot. But then they kind of scored. So, but I still think that they are a bit because I don't think they didn't play this team at the racecourse in August. So I think they are a little bit on the back foot.
I don't know, really. It was a little bit odd for me. I wasn't really expecting us to be as sort of as much on top as we were sort of early on. I was expecting it to be a little bit more cagey early on, if I'm honest. I thought they'd very much be on the front foot. We'd be a little bit on the back foot. I wasn't quite expecting it to be the way that it was. But it was good. One thing I did say, though, is I sort of felt like while we were on top, I sort of felt like we had to put more past them because it sort of felt inevitable that I'm going to kill that dog in a minute.
No, you're not. Don't be saying that on the live.
Yeah, so I just felt like they were going to come back into it. I think they scored about a minute after I said that. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting them to come back into it that quick. But I knew they would come back into it.
I'll tell you who I'm impressed with.
Yeah?
Marriott. He has got some speed on him. And I've got a feeling tonight he's going to get his first goal for Wrexham. Max Cleworth was in the box and he nearly scored. And I really want Max Cleworth to get a goal because I don't think in his career at Wrexham has he ever scored a goal.
Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah.
Well,
I think so.
He hasn't this season, and I think he's playing phenomenally at the moment. The Mountie, hi guys, hope you're both well. Come on, Wrexham. Yes, we are both well. Hope you are too. David Neal, strong performance. We need better.
Oh, hi, David. Hello.
Oh, hi. I just realised who that was. Strong performance. We need better finishing, but good pressure. Peter Langenecker, this could be another goal fest.
I hope not.
Ryan said that for the Notts County game, and look where it got us.
I did say in our predictions before the game, I said on Saturday, I said there was goals in the Notts County game, and as it turned out, there
was a goal.
Not goals, is it?
No.
And there wasn't. There was just one. I went for 1-0 tonight. I thought it was going to be quite tight, so I said there'll probably be loads of goals, to be perfectly honest, in this one. And there is potential for it. I'm just watching the Milton Keynes. I'm just watching back. The Milton Keynes goal. I do feel like Arthur probably should have stopped that. It's gone over his head. He's practically on his knees when Daniel Kemp's hit that. It hasn't gone that high. He hasn't rifled it into the roof of the net, and I do sort of feel like Arthur.
He could reach the roof of the net, though.
I know. I think Arthur's gone a bit low, and then it surprised him. It's gone up, but I sort of felt like Arthur maybe should have got that one. Ben Parker, surprised at how solid we've been, to be honest, but still got a bit of the old defensive errors that could really change the course of the game. Marriott has been great.
The Mounties said again, still fancy us to nick a winner. I do too.
I think Sean went for 2-1, actually.
I think I did, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd be happy with more than 2 goals from us, to be honest.
Yeah. Ruby Slippers, can we put their fans in the construction area next season when the temporary cop comes down? Yeah.
What, under the ground? Or?
Yeah. Peter Langenecker, if Parky subs in Molesley and Palmer in the 60th-ish minute, we could have 3 goals in the last 30 minutes alone.
I think you could be right. I think they are
It's
force to be reckoned with, those three together.
yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because you sort of, when you see none of them are playing, especially sort of Mullin and Lee, you sort of go, oh God, they're not. None of them are playing. Neither of them are playing, or But then you sort of go, that's some great people to bring off the bench in the second half. So yeah, I don't know. I think the team we've got out are doing pretty well at the moment.
I think so. We discussed on our podcast at the weekend. It's on YouTube now if you haven't watched it. We said about the fact that we've got so many good players that Parky, does have the opportunity to swap players. Like he's not putting Mullen in for the full 90 minutes. Lee was obviously played Notts County for the full 90 minutes. So it's good that we've got other options, and they're all as good as each other.
Yeah, I think as well, nearing towards the end of the season, it's very much going to be Tuesday, Saturday. It's a good test, this, whether you can trust the players that are waiting in the wings as well. The first half would suggest that you can. The games are going to come thick and fast now, and we need the players that we've got in reserve there to sort of step up and do a job for us.
I'm a little bit gutted that Fletcher's not playing today, but I get why he's not playing or on the bench.
I'm not sure he's got 3 games in 7 days.
No,
in him at the moment. He still looks fit when he's playing, but I think you've just got to manage Fletcher very carefully, because if we want him for another year, then let's just manage him right now.
Yeah.
And 3 games in 7 days is a stretch.
But it's good that Parky knows that, and it's that's the sign of a good manager to know. Wait, let me make my point.
Stephen will know that.
No, I know, and I get that, but some managers would like their players that are playing well, like Stephen Fletcher is. They might push for them to keep playing. And obviously that could have a detrimental effect on the rest of the season. So, if he's resting, hopefully, we haven't heard anything. I don't think he's injured.
No.
The Notts County game last Saturday. But, hopefully he'll be back on Saturday.
Cian O'Keefe said cracking save by Arthur. It was, it looked destined to be going in, and he got a really good sort of hand on that one right at the end there. I think it would have been disastrous for us to go 2-1 down right at the end of the half, having played so well. The Mountie, Parky keeping our best players fresh, yeah, definitely. Yep.
Ben Parker managed to watch the first half on the train into work. Give MK Don a serve from me in the second. That ref letting a bunch of physical stuff go on. Hopefully we hammer them with our super subs. I think that foul on Cannon, that was, it looked to me, and I know you're going to disagree, but he took 2 steps forward before he stood on Cannon. He could have avoided that.
Yeah,
I believe that would have been at least a yellow card.
If he stood on him purposely, it's a red, right? I wouldn't have been surprised. I wasn't surprised what happened, that he didn't give anything, but I wouldn't have been surprised if he'd have sent him off as well. It did. I don't know. I think he could have avoided it, and I think if we did have VAR in League Two, he might have been in a little bit of trouble. Yeah. But I can, there's no guarantee how the ref saw that in that instant, I don't think. So it's, it was a bit of a strange one. But refs kept his cards in the pocket.
Do you know what I was just about to say? I did a post on social media about the referee, like I do before every game. And I am surprised. The number of cards that he's given out in over the 9 appearances that he's done are a lot.
Yeah, he's averaging over 4 a game, but we've got a whole half. Yeah, don't worry.
We've got but hopefully he will. He'll give the yellow cards to MK Dons and not. Hopefully, I thought not Fletcher. I thought McLean was going to get a yellow card at one point, but So in a way, the referee's kind of good knowing. He's letting things slide a little bit.
I think you've just got to let people play a little bit. Don't pull up too much. I prefer a ref like that. I'm just looking at the MK Dons Stadium. It's so sad to see that they've got this amazing stadium, 35,000, built to sort of Premier League spec, and it's just so empty.
We would fill that. I think we would fill that.
I don't know. It is, it was built for the Premier League basically when it was built, and they're filling about a third of it.
Do you think if the MK Dons keep going up, do you reckon they'll start getting more fans in? Or...
They have been a lot higher than this, and they've come back down, so that's why it's as empty as it is. I think probably. But
to be fair to them, it is a nice stadium, but like the way the camera is behind the, I think it was our goal, wasn't it, in the first half? Where Okonkwo was, there's no seats at all. There's nobody sitting in the seats behind at all. So obviously, we'll be shooting this end
towards no fans.
But I mean, it won't be MK Don fans either. So I do find it a bit weird that the Wrexham fans haven't been based behind the goal, because that's usually where we go. Homer Simpson, Shrewsbury till I die. A nice one, well done. Peter Langenecker said if that was the other way around, it'd be a red. Do you know what? I don't doubt it.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. It's just one of them. I think it's one of them in English football when you haven't got an opportunity, when sort of ref, like I'm quite surprised the ref or the linesman either haven't seen it or they have seen it and decided, or they didn't see it clear. I don't know. It's weird. I think if they've seen it.
I'm not doing anything about it.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one, if I'm honest. But, I've definitely seen them. I've seen much less than that given Reds for. So
Peter also said the stadium's great. Yeah, to be fair, it looks like a great, but like Ryan said, a shame that they haven't got enough fans to fill it.
Yeah, David Neal, last comment. This is now crying out for Liam Mullin. I think you're probably going to get your wish, David, if I'm perfectly honest. I think maybe if
not
it's
straight after half time.
No, I think sort of 60. We all know what Parky's going to do, don't we?
65th minute,
65 to 70. Parky will make a couple of changes. If it's still at 1-1. I think he'll probably a little bit of a push. He doesn't need to change the tactics too much, just like for like swaps. And I think we'll be pushing on there.
Just quickly, Chris.
I've got to get Chris in.
Yeah,
just last. I think we could see 3 goals this half. Marriott looking spicy. He certainly is.
He is.
I just want him to score. I think with a striker, it's very much
the expectation of them to score.
No, it's very much a game of sort of.
2 halves.
It's very much like confidence game, isn't it? With strikers.
Yes.
So he's played a couple of games. He hasn't scored. What we don't want to end up with is like Chris has just said not Waters 2.0. You don't want to end up with a player who's just a bit of a dead rubber who doesn't score in his first 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games, and then all of a sudden the confidence drops and all the good stuff you have been doing without scoring sort of goes out the window because you're not getting that goal and you've lost all your confidence.
I've got a good feeling that he's going to get something tonight, whether it's an assist or a goal. I think he's played fantastic in the first half, and I have every faith in him. I think he's brilliant. Yeah.
So the lads are about to come out for the second half. I am going to strangle my dog for barking all the way through this, and we'll see you at full time. So join us at full time.